Hello artists, today we are going to take a drawing or photograph that we have already created and enhance it with color on Sketches School. So I'm going to pick the plus sign in my Sketches School home button, and at the top of the page there's three little buttons. There's a rectangle with a arrow going down. We're going to use that to import our picture. I already took a photo of my drawing, so I'm going to take that drawing that I have. I can make it larger or smaller. I'm going to just kind of focus on keeping it in the same way. And I'm going to outline this with a marker tool in the colors that I want the area to be. So my first color is going to be a marker tool with green. I'm going to just outline the areas in the same color, and you have to make sure you outline the whole thing, and then I can press the rolling tool and just it colors in that area, that shape. I hardly have to move things around. My next thing, I'm going to go to the bottom, take a different color, and make this one on this part of my drawing. And I even go up on the side, take my rolling tool, color it in. And anytime that you make your shape turn into a wonderful like enclosed line drawing, you'll be able to have the color just fly through, like just go zing right into that spot. If you don't do it that way, you can also just color it with markers or whatever tool is on here, and it will work just the same too. It'll look really cool. But what I'm trying to show you is that you can add lots of colors. If I even change it to this paintbrush tool, we'll make a tiny paintbrush, thin lines, I can add lots of different colors to each of the different shapes that I created. I can use a larger marker tool and go back in and even just paint the different areas. And so I had it like where there were different hills, these rolling hills that are on my page. And even behind this little dotty thing on the right, you have to kind of still color it in. And I sort of still see my drawing. If I take away the drawing, I see it's just some abstract shapes, but I'm going to keep going. I think it looks cool. Even with the sky, if I start at the top, I get the general idea. I can still kind of see the clouds through it. I get down to the mountains, I can go around the tree. There, I made it all blue just from painting it. I could take a smaller paintbrush and go to the white and make the clouds in the sky that were drawn in already. I still can see them through this paper. And they all kind of look kind of cool so far. I'm going to actually use a cool tool to make it work. I'm going to take away the eyeball and see what's going on. Oh, it's starting to look good. And I can grab a different color, maybe a lime green, and add that here so far. And I might take a lighter paintbrush, a watercolor paintbrush, and add just the lighter colors into it. Very painterly, it's very thin. You can hardly see the color through it. That's okay too. I kind of want to test it out. And then because I have been using this paintbrush and getting the lines here, maybe I could just make this at the bottom. Maybe I could just take this rolling tool and just paint in the street. Let's see if that works. I'm going to use a lighter grayish first. Oh, it even made the mountains that color. That's kind of cool. I could also erase it and just try doing it with the paintbrush tool. That's like one of my favorites. So you use the paintbrush tool thin, and you can make the big circle to make it a wider brush stroke. I've used that mostly like if I'm pretending to paint, and I think I love to paint, so that's why I do it that way. But you can also use other tools too, like marker lines. You can test out the different tools. My favorite thing though is once I get things on here, I'm going to make purple mountains. And then I have all these effects you can do. There's like a spray paint effect. There is and I'm still not working on the trees yet. You can even see it's kind of hard for me to get in front of them, get behind them. The trees are my last step. But what